Taylor Swift, Look What You Made Me Do. So we've got some nice easy chords in this song and no capo. Therefore, I'm also going to show you how to play a lot of the melody that she's singing as well and the notes in the intro. But let's begin with the chords. So we have an A minor, which would start the song, and that lasts for 2 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need an F chord. Now we could play the F bar chord. We could play the much easier F major 7, which would just be the thinnest 4 strings and basically like a C shape, like a C major but with these 2 fingers further down. But it would be much better to play kind of a hybrid of the two, where we have fingers 2, 3 and 4 in the shape of an F bar chord, but we're only going to bar with the first finger at the thinnest 2 strings, so just string 1 and 2 at the 2nd fret, and then have the thumb, if you can, but it's not essential, hitting string 6, which will become this. And what this would mean is that we can then lift that first finger to play the little piano melody at the start. If you don't want to play that piano melody at the start, you don't have to do this F, you can do whichever F you want to do. But that is the way that I'm going to be playing an F for all of this song. You can swap that for an F that you'd prefer. We do have an E major in this song as well. And we also have a G. We may want to use what I've termed or nicknamed the fingerstyle G. So rather than this one, again, if you want to play the melody at the same time as the chords, as I'll be showing later in this video, quick links are in the description below. And as accurate a chord sheet as I can find is on my website. The link is just up in the top corner. But they're all the chords in this song. For the intro, as I say, it's 2 bars of the A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, then E. And we've got that twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4. There are no chords really in the verse, but the pre-chorus, I would say the chords would be the same from the pre-chorus and in the verse, if you did want to play some chords in the verse. So, I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. That's an A minor for 2 bars to a G, and then to an F, and then an E. Each one of those for 2 bars, and I would do the same in the verse as well. I don't like your little games is the G. Don't like your titled stage, the role you made me play of a fool. No, I don't like you. That's the basic chords for there and the pre-chorus as well. I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Exactly the same. I'd just do 1 strum as well probably. And in the chorus, again, no real chords, but if you were to play chords, you would say on the A minor. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. That kind of idea. Let us now look at how we can play some of the melodies and then melodies at the same time as these chords. I feel that's the most benefit of this song and lesson. Intro, first of all. I'm doing all this with fingerstyle. Most of it would work with a pick as well, so take your choice. But we're going to strum with the nail of the first finger, just the standard A minor. And then we pluck 3 notes. 1, which is the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. First finger, 1st fret of the 2nd string, and then to 3rd fret of that same string. So 1, 2, 3. And I pluck those with my 1st finger, middle, and then 3rd. Because in the traditional way to play fingerstyle, or what I call the orthodox method, we would play strings 1, 2 and 3 with fingers 1, 2 and 3, and we assign them to those strings. If you're picking, you could use the outside of your nail or a pick. And then 1st finger on the open, 1st finger on the thinnest string, to the open string on that thinnest. Do, 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 do. And then it's the 1st fret of the 3rd string to the first fret of the second string. If we're doing that at the same time as chords, it's not really any harder. A minor, those three notes, 1, 2, 3, and then the F we played earlier, we just strum all 6 strings. Unbar this F, so just flick to the tip of the first finger, just to play that open string. Da, 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 flat, and then onto the tip of it. And then we play an E major, stopping at that, not playing the second or first string, so that we hear that melody note. Lifting that first finger, and then just playing first fret of the second string. Let me demo that a couple more times. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, open, E, first finger, one more time, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, F, open, E, second string, first finger. The verses. I don't like your little games, don't like your titled stage, the role you made me play of a fool, no I don't like you. So we're going to simplify it very slightly, but it is fairly straightforward. I is the middle finger, it's the A note of an A chord, but we're going to play it with the middle finger here. Second fret, third string. Play that twice. Like is first finger where it would normally go on an A minor. Third fret of the same string. Back to first, and then open. So we've got 4 notes essentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 6 notes essentially. First one's twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just using this technique so you can see which fingers, but really you want to keep your thumb in front of your fingers if you're doing fingerstyle most of the time. It just sounds a lot better. We can do that. Oh, the end of that, sorry. Was a fool. No, I don't like you. Don't like you. That's at the end of that verse. The role you made me play of the fool. No, I don't like you. The role you made me play of a fool. No, I don't like you. Same thing for I don't like your perfect crime. How you laugh when you lie. You said the gun was mine. Isn't cool. No, I don't like you. Pre-chorus. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Literally one note. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. So every syllable of the lyrics is on that, playing the A minor, it's on the first finger at third string. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick. And then it's the thinnest string of time with the third finger. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. Check it once, then I check it twice. No melody for that, she just says it, okay? if we were going to add chords to that at the same time, which again isn't too much harder, but it does step it up a little bit. I would strum the A minor, but I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time, and that's me just playing the normal A minor. Then I would change to this fingerstyle G, but I wouldn't play the little finger on the thinnest string, and I'd put my first finger at the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and I'd give that a strum. That's for honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. Okay, then that F chord we played earlier, but without barring at all, so you could even do the easier F if you wanted, but I think it's none harder to do this one when you get used to it. Give it a strum, same melody notes. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. E, check it once, then I check it twice. Then we're on to the chorus, but I will go through the pre-chorus one more time. So 1, 2, 3, A minor. Switching the fingers. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. Check it once, then I check it twice, and you may prefer to do this with a pick, but I'm just using my first finger. Just going from the 1st fret, 2nd string with the first finger to the open string. So all we're doing is, look what you made me, look what you made me, and then the melody would go do, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me do. So when she says the lyrics again at the end of the chorus, look what you just made me do, look just what you, it's always just alternate. So it's always first to open, da, 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 da. So you should be able to, it's like a little Jaws actually. Da, 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 da. So you should just be able to get some speed up with that if you use something called alternate picking, where we pick with a down motion and then an up. And if you do this with a pick, and if you do it with a pick, it's best to do it with an Andy guitar pick. Obviously, they're just better. We can do it with a clear down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down. And we can do that with the A minor, again with no real more difficulty. Look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me do. That is the chorus, and then the verse would repeat again. I don't like your kingdom keys, they once belonged to me, etc. Exactly the same as the first verse. Pre-chorus is 2 is exactly the same, chorus 2 is exactly the same. The bridge, this would revisit, we call the bridge the middle 8 in the UK typically, that section after the 2nd chorus. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. This is I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. We can do that. Or you can just play the intro exactly the same as we did before with the piano part. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. But if we want to do this part, I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. Strings 1 and 3 out of the standard A minor chord. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. It would be the F to the E, but the melody would be I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I'll be the actress. First fret, first, second. That would go over the F. And that is how to play Look What You Made Me Do. Thank you so much for watching, and please suggest any other Taylor Swift songs or any other pop songs that you want me to teach by leaving it in the comments below.